Hey honeybees, welcome to Eclectic Duality. My name is Alyssa and today we're doing fast answers. Alright guys, let's get right into it. For those of you who haven't done fast answers with me, I use a normal playing card deck that I wrote intuitive messages on to give you guys a yes, no, maybe answer to your questions. But as usual, keep in mind this is a general read, so energy is fluid, time is an illusion, roles can be reversed, and this may not be your story. And that's okay. There's so many amazing readers out there. One of them will resonate with you. And if you don't like the story I tell, change the outcome. You have the power in your life. These are simple advice. All right, honeybees, I want you to think of that first question that would require a yes, no, maybe answer. And let's start shuffling. One right away, and I dropped it. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, I have walk away from this situation and start anew. No, let go. The Eight of Hearts. Okay, so if you were asking me, if this has to do with romance, because we do have hearts or cups here, this is basically saying that this situation was not meant to last. As painful as that might be, this is something that you do need to walk away from. It's something you need to let go of. You know, it's not even something you should circle back to really. This is saying you should leave with the intent to start over, to start something new, really end this old cycle and start stuttering and really start something completely new, a new cycle in your life, one that's going to be fresh. You know, basically, it's not going to have, I'm getting toxic emotion, maybe some emotional baggage, something that has you feel really overburdened, really overwhelmed, and your emotions were just, I feel like your emotions were really heightened in this situation, in this relationship, if it was a romantic relationship. Whatever it was, it wasn't heightened in a good way, is what I'm getting. And you just feel really emotionally drained. So the answer to that question is no, let go, and walk away. All right, honeybees, that was question one. Now I want you guys to think of your second question. It would require a yes, no, maybe answer, and let's see what we get. I got two cards here. So I have the Six of Clubs. Enjoy this victory, gorgeous. You deserve it. Hell yeah. And then I have the Joker card. It's all about choices. The amount of time is up to you. You were heading in the wrong direction. Interesting. Okay, so this is kind of confusing. So I have hell yeah, enjoy this victory, gorgeous, you deserve it. And then I have it's all about choices. The amount of time is up to you. You were heading in the wrong direction. So I get that the answer to your question was yes. In fact, it was hell yeah. It was a yeah with exclamation points. So the answer is yes. So if this is linked to the first question, if you asked me if you should walk away from something, obviously, the answer was walk away. If you were asking if you should stay in a situation, it was like, no, walk away. Okay, so regardless, the first question, the answer was walk away. Okay. With this one, I feel like this might be linked. You might be wondering if this new opportunity that you already see on the horizon is good for you, if it's what you're looking for. And I do see hell yeah, but there's something you're doing in your approach that really might steer you off course a bit. For some of you, if has to do with romance specifically, you might be looking for someone to complete you, someone to fulfill you, someone to bring you happiness. But that right there is the wrong mindset. When you're looking for a romantic partner, you want someone who's going to enrich the already fulfilling life that you have. Because when it comes down to it, you are the only person who can bring you true happiness. You are the only person who can complete you. Okay? When you come to a relationship, you have to come to a relationship whole. Okay? Each partner needs to come to the relationship whole. okay, for it to be completely healthy. Now, that's not to say that you can't have, blockages and challenges and hurdles that you're working through and still have a wonderful relationship with somebody. It's just that when it comes to your, ultimate fulfillment, your happiness, your path, it's about building a loving connection with yourself. So for most of you, if this is romantic, this is saying, don't approach this person like they're going to be the key to your dreams, okay? Don't approach this person like they're going to unlock the door for you, because the truth is that you need to learn to unlock this door yourself, okay? You need to be the key to your dreams. You need to be the way to your fulfillment. And this wonderful person you see on the horizon, they're supposed to enrich that life, not complete it, okay? If this is not romantic, I pretty much get the same story. If you're saying, I'm not going to be happy until I get into this career, or I get this opportunity, or I become famous, it's kind of the same thing. When you're trying to manifest, you never want to say, I need more of this in order to be happy, because that is basically a mindset of lack, and it basically does the opposite, because the universe doesn't always understand the difference between you asking for something and you complaining about something. So when it hears you putting out all that energy, or feels you putting out all that energy about everything you're lacking, it just hears, oh, so no romantic abundance, no financial abundance, no career. Okay, got it. Here's your order. So be very careful about where you're putting your energy. Instead of going, I need this in order to be happy, say, I have everything I need to be happy, and I really want this so I can enrich that already happy life. That's a better mindset. So really try that, honeybees. Okay, so that was question number 2. So I want you guys to think of a third question that would require a yes, no, maybe answer, and let's see what we get. Ooh, I just got like 6 cards. What did you guys ask? Some of you might have threw a couple questions at the same time. You might have had a few things you wanted to ask and it all just came out. Or this is a doozy of a question. So let's see here. With this many questions, it's bound to be conflicting. Let's see if I can't put it all together for you guys. So I have the 7 of Hearts. There are many options. A choice has not yet been made. Maybe. Okay, so that's why there's so many cards here, is that this is going to try to tell you the different possible outcomes. I already see this. So we have the Queen of Diamonds. Nurture yourself and others. Stand strong in your feminine power. Okay, so this is saying, regardless of what the outcome here is, it's really important that you stay stable, you stay strong in your emotions, and don't I just heard that a lot of you, with your anxiety, stress, when you're worrying about an outcome specifically this outcome, that can manifest physically. So really, really take care of yourself, take care of your health, try to stay, centered and balanced emotionally and mentally. And then wow. Okay, and then I have 4 of Hearts. This is a gift. Be willing to receive it. Maybe if you are open to receive. So a lot of you might be wanting something right now, but that doesn't mean that you've necessarily made the space for it. Like, I could want a grand piano in my apartment, but if I don't have the space for it, how can I really make that happen? This is about clearing out an area for this, okay? And that might actually be easier said than done, because I get that this is something big you really, really want. And then I have, interesting, a brutal, painful ending. You can get through this. Be strong. No, it was meant to end. 10 of Spades. I'm going to come back to that because that's a little contrary. And then I have the 3 of Clubs. Take time to make the right decision. Choose wisely. Is this what you want? And then I have a new start of communication and or truth expressed. Yes, Ace of Spades. Okay, so I feel like this is a big old fat maybe, okay? And really, it's up to you. Now, it might not seem like it right now. It might seem like this situation is a bit out of your control, but I'm seeing that actually this is completely within your power. It's simply how you want your future to look and how you approach this situation. Now, like I said, I feel like all of these questions have been linked about pretty much the same situation. So you might be wondering when something is going to come in for you that's positive. You might be wondering if a specific person is the one. You might be wondering, you might have just asked me something that was not a yes, no, maybe, question. You might have asked me which direction you should take or something like that. Very possibly some of you might have asked me something like that. So that's why I got all these cards. Is one of these is no, it was meant to end, and one of them are yes, you're going to get communication soon, or you're going to feel open to communicate soon. So if you guys asked me something like which path, I got a yes and a no. So it didn't really, exactly jive, but I think you guys are going to know what it is. You're asking for confirmation here. Okay, these cards, they don't tell you something completely new. They basically always, 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 always are confirmation on things you already know, but maybe you haven't admitted to yourself, or maybe it's something that you knew subconsciously, but not, when you're focused on the physical rather than the spiritual. So if this resonates, you're going to know immediately. There's not going to be a question. One thing that you were already involved in was meant to end. It just simply was. And it was painful. And it sucked. But it was meant to end for a reason. It was a cycle that needed to end so that new beautiful cycles can start. And basically this new thing that's coming in, yes, it's going to be wonderful, and you're going to have an opportunity to shoot your shot or to communicate, or they're going to communicate with you. So that's pretty positive. But in terms of what's going to happen here in the end, regardless of what scenario we're talking about here, it's a big old maybe, because it's up to you. Choose wisely, because your path is your path. Though the direction you start walking, there might not be any going back. You might find that if you don't like the choice you make, there's a big dead end behind you. Okay? When you turn around to try to go the other way. Now, that's not to say you can't pull yourself out of the situation. You can absolutely change your situation, but you might find that one of these options close to you once you walk forward. So just keep that in mind, guys. But there's no wrong decision here. It's simply up to you and what you want your future to look like and what you want your path to look like. All right, guys. I hope that made sense. That was kind of a confusing read for me. I felt like it was scattered. There's so much energy in the air, and there's so much going on that it doesn't really surprise me. Anxiety, tension, stress, it's pretty high right now. So I hope you guys got something from that reading, and I love you guys so much. Take care.